We're now joined with Alastair Pate, Head of Marketing at Kent Reliance. Lovely for you to come and join us here, Alastair. How are you finding the Financial Services Expo?
Do you know, it's good fun because the last time I came to anything like this was about 10 years ago. I used to work for another lender, and we spent a lot of time at these inviting thousands of people, and it's good to see some of the old faces here, but it's good to see lots and lots of new people, lots of really serious brokers here today.
It's been a really good turnout, hasn't it?
It's been a great turnout, and the kind of people we've been seeing, we've been seeing some new people that want to come and find out about us. We've been seeing some people that know us. I've even had people come and say thanks very much. We've had a case go through. It's been really good. We really like dealing with you. And for those where you have to think, we're going to have to think about that and get back to you. But yeah, great people.
Brilliant. I mean, talking about the industry, we've got just over 6 months now till the mortgage market review comes into force. Now, how do you think that's going to change the market?
Lots of people are getting worried about this. Now, one of the things that's really important is that you've got intermediaries and we've got lenders. And the best way in the world is intermediaries and lenders are going to have to work together. And there's lots of people who are trying to drive a wedge between us and turn around and say, will lenders be ready? Will brokers be ready? Will intermediaries be ready? We're all going to have to be ready. People will make it. It's good for the customer that they will be able to rely on the advice that they're getting, because there has been some customers with some really unsuitable stuff in the past. It's good for brokers because customers are going to be pushed their way, and the regulation means that more customers will be more confident with the brokers they have. And from a lender's point of view, we know that the quality of the business that we're getting will be better than ever.
Are you finding that currently, lenders are having to be a little bit more innovative with some of their products, like your own shared mortgage at the moment? How is that going for you? Is that working well?
That's an interesting one. Now, at an IMLA meeting the other day, we coined a phrase 50 shades of black. And it's a slightly odd one because the big lenders have developed systems that are saying, everything's got to be black and white. There's no room for grey. And I'm arguing the complete opposite, which says actually there is much more room for grey here at the moment. And something like the shared ownership mortgage that you talk about is great, because people think that shared ownership is about people who haven't got any money, who really can't afford a mortgage. And nothing can be further from the case. This is about key workers. It's about people being able to afford to live somewhere and have a stake in that where they live, in their own home, somewhere near where they work or somewhere near where their family is, rather than having to move miles away to somewhere else. And it really is giving a grand opportunity for those people. So what it means in the market going forward, and our 50 shades of black, is yes, it's going to be certain, but it's going to be certain for each individual type of borrower. So we're going to have to get cleverer at saying, here's a borrower with a particular need, we'll fit that need. And that's something that some of the big guys really don't get at the moment. And it's nice to be part of a small business that can think that way.
Oh, it sounds fantastic. In the industry as a whole, I mean, I'm going to ask you to get your crystal ball out now, Alastair, and say, what do you predict for the next 12 months?
Oh, the next 12 months are going to be interesting. Now, growth, definitely. All sorts of arguments. How much is the mortgage market going to be worth next year? It's at 150 billion this year and 170 billion gross lending next year. It's going to be growing, there's no doubt about it. And I think the one thing that's going to be really important is the fact that people have got confidence in the mortgage market. Sellers are going to be putting their houses back on the market because they think they're going to be able to sell them. People are going to start trying to buy houses. Builders are desperately trying to use up the land banks and build houses. So somewhere in there, it's good that more people are going to be able to actually start to unblock things and start to move and do the things they want to. Not necessarily just as investments, but actually, again, as homes and places to live in.
And what does the future hold for Kent Reliance?
Kent Reliance is a really interesting business because we're now part of one savings bank, and we have been for the last 2 years. And as a group, we've got strength of capital behind us to really grow the business, and we're starting to become a go-to lender for the types of business that we do. So rather than us have to go out and try and sell ourselves really hard, we're now getting lots of people coming to us and say, hey, we really like what you're doing. And our client and intermediaries are saying, our clients really like what you're doing and you can help us out. And so we're building some really strong relationships. We've got other brands as well now. So we've got commercial mortgages via Interbay Commercial, and we're doing second charge business, which is getting really important now through Prestige Finance. So we're building a business that can help brokers end to end and help customers, again, all these different types of issues and needs that customers have. We can just make a bigger part of that come true for them.
It sounds like really exciting times for you. Thank you so much for joining us at the Expo.
Thank you very much.